It's time for a free 200 Lumina Leaves, and also patch notes. It's patch notes day, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. So let's quickly go through what we get. So the patch went through on the 18th. We got 200 free Lumina Leaves once again for this. It is the start of the Eclipse. If you're seeing this right now, I am live streaming the day one. And we are going ham, trying to be world's first at finishing the Eclipse event. So, it is a time-limited Gauntlet Onslaught event. Eclipse starts, bringing with it even more difficult mechanics. Form a fire team of 6 and take on the challenge and claim tons of rewards. This event is divided into 2 phases. So there's the leaderboard rush from the 19th to the 22nd. The difficulty is higher during the leaderboard rush phase. Light bearers can receive rewards including exotic weapon choice engrams, weapon shaders, and more. Fire teams who best clears for the 3 stages rank in the top 100 will also receive special awards including a dynamic emblem and an exotic ghost shell. So placed in the top 100, you get a sweet animated emblem and a pretty cool looking fallen exotic ghost shell. Additionally, the first fire team to clear all 3 stages will receive a limited edition emblem. Light bearers must clear 3 stages in the same fire team to have their results counted towards the leaderboards. It's good to know. Results display from the 22nd to the 29th. During the results display phase, the difficulty will be lowered. Light bearers who haven't yet cleared can attempt the activity and claim first clear rewards. Ascending Lights starts after the maintenance on the 18th until October 2nd. New lights can take part in this event to quickly raise their team level and unlock more activities and features. During the event, light bearers under team level 65 can complete daily challenges to earn team XP and quickly level up. Note that only light bearers under team level 65 can take part and claim rewards. I'm curious if this might be a good event for those interested in re-rolling. I'm not sure how much this will benefit you in getting to more draws faster, but if it does, it might be a good idea to take advantage of this if you want to try re-rolling for a great profile. Next, we have some optimizations and adjustments. Reduces the difficulty of the boss and campaign revelations. I honestly can't even think of which one this is. This might be the final boss, I think. Shorten the gathering a fire team quest. Added a attack assist effect to weapons with the Rampage, Hypermia, Reincarnation, and Glutton perks, as well as exotic sidearms, Concerto's Cadenza perk. When the wielder's damage against a single target using weapons with these perks reaches 30%, the base combatants, or 20% for elites and stronger combatants, if an ally defeats the combatant, the perk effect will stack. This is actually insanely good for Gwyn mains. Before, you had to land the final blow on an enemy. So say you dealt 99% damage to an enemy and then your teammate comes in and shoots him once and takes the kill, you wouldn't get a damage stack on any of these buffs. Glutton really sucked because Glutton stacks, I believe, to like times 25 or something. So it takes a long time to max out that stat, and if your teammates were stealing kills, it sucked. But for Gwen, this is huge because her sidearm exotics are like dedicated to this. So now you only have to get like 30% damage on an enemy, and if someone comes through and just rips through the other 70% with an ability, or 80% if it's a lead or stronger, you're still gonna get that stack on your sidearm, which is I love it. I love it. Fix the color of the damage numbers displayed when exotic pulse rifle Fury's 3 shots hit the critical point mark, making them yellow. Oh, that's good. Now you'll be able to tell that you're doing crits when you're shooting that, we're going to call it a divinity orb because that's exactly what it is. Improved exotic shotgun, Octant Riot Disperser's intrinsic trait, and catalyst band descriptions. Improved the weapon equipped, weapon filtering, and exotic refinement screens. Updated the icon for exotic machine gun Gallows. Interesting, I'll have to take a look at that and see what it looks like now. The icon, I don't think the icon looked that bad before. Reduced exotic machine gun, hair apparent starting ammo, and iron bar, and added standard shader effects for basic weapons. All right, so now we have some activity additions and optimizations. They improved Paraverse abilities, making newly acquired ones take immediate effect. They improved score display for Calamity Ops. They improved the exchange shop screen to support clicking/tapping cards to view details. The deck editing now supports non-exact searches, reduced the difficulty of some Shadow Shaper triumphs, and adjusted the time requirements for rewards in the Expanse Eternity. I believe when I checked, this brought it from a sub 7-minute clear for all of the keys to a sub 9-minute clear for all the keys, which is really good. It kind of sucks for me because I already did a sub 8-minute clear, so it means I'm gonna have to go back and replay it and get that time again to claim that last key because it didn't retroactively give it to me. New features and system improvements. Reduce the power requirement for characters' gold medal quests. This is really good for a lot of people. There's been a lot of people on the Reddit and Discord asking like, hey, how do I hit 64k? Or like people are struggling to figure out how to raise their power. I'm assuming it's kind of just like artifact issues, people not completely understanding a lot of the mechanics of the game on how to increase their power. Personally, I didn't have much of an issue with this. It may also be just because some people didn't realize that like, hey, I should be focusing on like 3 specific characters and not, some people are just probably spreading their resources between every single character. So this is helpful in allowing people to continue to progress through their acclaim levels. Improved the display of emblems, improved the resource models and Lightbearer's carrying animations for Frontlines, Viridia, Forest, supply retrieval, okay. Improved upgrade guidance related to weapons in the Rise power system, improved upgrade guidance related to relics in the Rise power system, catalysts you already own and catalysts for weapons whose catalysts you've already activated will no longer be stocked in the black market. This is really good. I already know some people who have, I've seen some posts of people who have accidentally bought a catalyst in the black market that they thought they didn't have and then they ended up having, and you can't do anything with it. If you've already gotten a catalyst and put it on your gun, there's no use for it. You can't scrap it, you can't dismantle it to get your stuff back. Hopefully they remove them from the synthesis screen as well. I haven't checked if they're removed from there after you purchase them for the first time, but hopefully they keep that in mind as well. Fireteam Finder. Improved searching for fire teams, helping Lightbearers quickly find teammates across the whole server. I really want them to move this to a better place. I feel like not enough people realize this is in the game. Right now, the Fireteam Finder, you have to open your menu like this, click this button, then click the Fireteam button, then click Fireteam Finder, and it's right here. It's really out of the way. It'd be nice if they just like slapped it in here somewhere, like move, I don't know, maybe move rankings or settings to the other one and just put a Fireteam Finder button. I feel like it would get a lot more use if it was there and people could actually see it. Just put it somewhere on the main screen where people can see it and realize it's in the game. You got improved guidance for collectibles, improved data cleaning mechanics when events are closed, improved the trigger conditions for penalizing unsportsmanlike behavior. This is hopefully good. I've seen a lot of people posting like, hey, I just played a match and like I did really bad, but I was still playing and trying my hardest, and it told me I was banned from playing for like 10 minutes or whatever. So hopefully this helps with that. And improve the on-screen prompts shown while playing Go Ghost Go using a controller. I never even considered playing Go Ghost Go with a controller. That'd be weird. Economy and resource cost adjustments. These are the big ones. Pinnacle rewards. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic weapons when claiming pinnacle rewards from Gauntlet Onslaught. Does not include weekly high value increase. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic artifacts when claiming pinnacle rewards from Singularity Chaos. Increase the chance of acquiring exotic artifacts when claiming basic rewards from Singularity Chaos. So let's take a look at those. So for Gauntlet Onslaught, we've jumped from before it was, I think it was at 3.1% up to 5%. That's a pretty decent increase. And I doubt there was no change to the basic rewards, but the pinnacle, like that's pretty damn good. I'm impressed with that. I like that. And then the other one was Singularity Chaos. I don't remember what this was before, but we're up to 9.2% now for the pinnacle reward and 3.13% for the basic reward. I'm still not a fan that the basic reward ones are dropping at a lower power, or I mean lower attributes. It's been proven that pinnacle drops will drop at a higher, close around like 2,000-ish attribute score. And then these ones drop like low, like 1,600. So you need to put a lot more refactoring materials into these, which almost makes them pointless because you need to play pinnacle to get the refactoring materials. So I don't it sucks that these are almost pointless at this point. Another huge one is they added bounty value to all basic rewards. Once you've accumulated enough bounty value, you can redeem seasonal engrams from the bounty screen. I'm actually going to make a little short about this, but to give you an idea, any activity that you can get basic rewards from, even the most basic of stuff, like, say, Legacy, when you complete a basic reward, you will get bounty value from it. So they differ depending on the activity. Legacy gives you 2. Yeah, after checking a bunch, basically all of the activities only give 2, which is kind of ridiculous. That needs to be adjusted for sure. Like, Grandmaster should be giving you way more than 2. But brokenly enough, Singularity Chaos also gives you bounty value. So every master completion of Singularity Chaos will net you 3 bounty value, which you can complete these really quickly if you get a high level character and a proper build going. When I tested this earlier, in an hour's worth of runs, and that's like real-time hour, that's including like getting to the exit, that's including opening the chests, that's not just like the display timer. So like an actual real-life hour, I netted myself about 306 bounty value coins. It didn't stop, there's no limit, it didn't stop, at least there wasn't in that hour I played, it did not stop giving me these bounty values, which means that at 306 coins in an hour, that netted me about 2.5 seasonal engrams. This is a pretty insane grind for those of us who want to start stocking up on seasonal engrams for Act 2 to get the new ornaments for the new weapon when it drops. So if you're really wanting to farm these out, this is really broken right now. Make sure you're playing Singularity Chaos. You're getting yourself some sweet artifacts, you're getting yourself some sweet materials, but on top of that, you're just flying through this and you are grabbing a ton of these seasonal engrams. Never mind if you want to try to do your common bounties on top of that while you're playing it. If you can get yourself some extra ones on top of that and really just fly through this. Continuing on, we have enhanced Easter egg rewards from Frontlines, slightly increased Frontlines rewards at reward level 7 and level 8, and added a chance to receive mythic weapon parameters. They raised the daily destination reputation cap to 2,000. And once you've unlocked the season system, Team XP earned will be shown as Season XP. These are a few nice things for sure. The daily cap reach increase is... I haven't run into the daily cap yet, but I haven't been actively grinding daily reputation. I do know some people who have been hitting the daily cap pretty frequently, so it's nice that it's been increased. Looking at the Frontlines reward increase, I'm not really noticing a big difference here. I believe this is about what it was before, so I don't know if maybe I'm just missing something or something else was changed. I'm not sure, but this looks about the same. Character narrative and content. Improve the aiming accuracy for JoeNova's signature ability, Fist of the Warpath, and improve the sound effect played when receiving a Gift of the Nine. We also have some fixes. Activity issues. Fix an issue in which leaving the treasure hall would clear saved progress. Fix an issue in which, after completing Order 7, Stage 6, the fan would activate without a button to interact. Legendary Campaign. Fixed an issue in which the character borrowing feature did not work as intended. This is nice. I was always curious why it wasn't letting me borrow characters sometimes, because I like testing out other characters that I can, and it was interesting that it wasn't working. And fixed an issue in which some combatants would spawn with the incorrect tier on specialist difficulty, resulting in lower scores. I honestly didn't even notice this. I still believe Calamity Ops is broken, and it is not where it should be. I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but last week's Calamity Ops was very easy as long as you were at light level to progress from Specialist to Expert 1. Expert 1 became more difficult, mostly just because most people were about like 5,000 to 7,000 power underneath the required power for Expert 1. This week with Fulminator, it's ridiculous. It's almost impossible to complete Specialist 2, at least where I am, Specialist 2 to Specialist 3. It feels impossible to do without a character that is almost 10,000 power above the recommended power. And never mind attempting to do it in matchmaking. It's not going to happen. Hopefully they fix this at some point, because it's a lot of materials that people are missing out on to level their characters to max. I feel like getting from Specialist to Expert and Expert to whatever rank, I feel like upgrading your ranks should be very simple and easy as long as you are near the recommended light. And if you're above it, it should be even easier. I think that the only point where this should become difficult is when you get to the later ranks where it's all about leaderboard score. Once you get to that point, they should have it set so the power is maxed out to like what a max character would be at, and basically just have everyone fight over the top spots on the leaderboard for those last few ranks. And I feel like that's where the challenge of Calamity Ops should be, and that's where like those rewards should really come into play. It shouldn't be a challenge just to like get like I shouldn't have to I just don't like where Calamity Ops is right now, and hopefully they fix it. Artifact and weapon issues. Fixed an issue in which the Rampaging Radiation artifact could not trigger the Resolute Radiation artifact's damage resistance effect. Fixed an issue with the display of exotic sniper rifle Izanagi's Burden special effects. Fixed an issue in which the model of the fusion rifle Rev 7 Fusilade's muzzle was blocked. Fixed an issue in which the special effect when exotic sidearm Concerto reaches full stacks would not display fully. And fixed an issue with the display of weapons power screen. We also have a few other small things. Fixed an issue in which the lampposts in Haven would disappear. Fixed an issue in which black panels would be displayed when looking at Haven's walls from a distance. Fixed an issue in which the matchmaking feature behaved abnormally. Fixed an issue in which private message would not be sorted by latest. Fixed an issue in which the ranking buttons would display abnormally. Fixed an issue in which ranking across weeks would show incorrect scores. And fixed an issue with the audio for the characters' PVs of Memento Mori and Wish Erebus. Also fixed some text formatting for English, fixed some display issues and addressed terminology and speech patterns / tonal inconsistencies for Japan, and fixed some display issues and addressed terminology and speech patterns / tonal inconsistencies for Latin American Spanish. I'm assuming these were probably due to AI. I have a feeling that the speech pattern, the AI was giving probably bad speech pattern and tonal inconsistencies, though it might also be a voice acting thing. And that's it for the update. We got some really good stuff in there. Some stuff that I'm still waiting on, hoping that they adjust. Calamity Ops is the big one. I was really hoping that this fix for Calamity Ops would have made it actually like reasonably possible to matchmake and complete, but it is not looking like it right now. Hopefully we get a fix for that sometime in the future. Really wanted it before the day one raid race so I can get some more materials before then, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. Right. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Again, if you're seeing this right now, I am live doing the day one raid race. Hop on by on Twitch or YouTube and watch me try to compete for World's First. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you around, and have yourself a supernova day.